Chapter 2, Lesson 2 is going to discuss making responsible decisions and setting goals. It's really a extension of Chapter 2, Lesson 1, where we talked about health skills. Making decisions and setting goals, those are things that we can always work on and improve on and ultimately have a big impact on who we are and our overall health. We'll start with decision making. Every day we make decisions. Small ones, big ones, life-changing decisions can happen at any time, and we need to be prepared to make these decisions where we limit the negative consequences and really ultimately give us the biggest amount of potential to succeed in life. Some are small, some are life-changing. You have to consider your values. When you make a decision, it's the ideas, beliefs, and attitudes about what is important that help guide the way you live. One of the easiest ways I can describe this is there are a lot of people out there who make decisions in their life based on the way their family has raised them, the way their family would make the decision themselves, and a lot of times that comes from religion, it comes from upbringing, it comes from really the influences that are around you. So incredibly important skill to have is the tact at which we make decisions. There is a process to making decisions that oftentimes we go through, but we don't stop and look at it step by step. The decision-making process helps us to make those, go through the decision-making skills, steps that enable you to make healthful decisions. When weighing the options for any decision, you really want to be able to ask yourself these questions. We have what's called the HELP method. H stands for healthful. Does this choice present any health risks? Or, basically, how can I be hurt physically, mentally, emotionally, or even socially if the decision doesn't work out? E stands for ethical. Does this choice reflect what you value? Is it going to maintain your integrity? Is it going to be something you're comfortable with, your family's going to be comfortable with, and so on? Obviously, L, legal, is important. Does this option violate any local, state, or federal laws? We don't want to get ourselves in trouble, but sometimes we have to weigh out a choice, and sometimes we don't always know the full extent of how it affects the law. And P, parental approval. Would your parents or guardians approve this choice? And even if you don't want to have it be parents, would your friends, would your family, would the people close to you agree with the decision that you're making and the choice that you ultimately go with? Bridging the gap between decision making and goal setting. A lot of times the decisions we make in life come from the goals that we set for ourselves. Possibly going to college, earning a certain amount of money, buying a house, getting a certain job. There are a lot of steps that go along with those decisions, and a lot of times they're things we've been thinking about for a long, long time. They're those goals. Goals are things that you aim for that take planning and work. Now, a goal is not waking up in the morning and going to school. As much as that might seem like a struggle to you, you're going to probably do it anyway. And if you don't, there's probably minor consequences if you miss, a day. A goal would be, I'm going to get an A on a test. I'm going to go to college. I'm going to do something that's going to take some work between now and then to achieve that particular goal. We have short-term, we have long-term goals. Short-term ones are ones that you can reach in a short amount of time. Again, maybe it's finishing a paper by Friday, eating healthy this week, things that you might do around the house or within school, or maybe it's sports. You want to score a certain amount of points in a basketball game. You want to practice your instrument and band a little, an extra hour this week to be prepared for the concert next week, things like that. Long term are certainly things that you plan to reach over an extended period of time. Graduating from high school. Now, many people are going to graduate one way or the other. School's not a big concern to them because they show up, they do it. But some people, have to put in the time and effort and need to pass the core classes and need to study and take a little bit more time and effort to accomplish that particular goal. College, saving money for a trip, all those things take time and can be a little bit longer term. In order to successfully achieve, especially a long-term goal, we need to have an action plan, which is a multi-step strategy to identify and achieve your goals. Who are you going to work with? What do you need to do to get it done? How much money do you need? When is it going to happen? What happens if things don't go well? There's a lot of questions that come along with an action plan that are incredibly important. The next two slides are called Making the Connection and Creating a New Path. this is just a cool, fun video relating to goal setting that often is fairly inspiring and shows the challenges and obstacles that can come with setting a goal, but at the very least should be a little bit inspirational into the goals that we set. Both these videos discuss how goal setting can take a lot of work, and if we end up failing in our goal, that we equate the hard work with failure and we're not going to put that time and effort in. We need to be able to blast through that and plan with a purpose, and we can really be more successful when we use goal setting strategies, we use decision making strategies, and really have a plan and purpose of where we're headed and to try and achieve what we want to achieve.